So let's now convert this percentage to a simplified fraction. So we want to change a percentage to a simplified fraction. Now when you see the percent sign, that's exactly the same as saying 1 over 100. So if you've got 1 over 100, it's exactly the same as saying it's a percent sign. So that means really my 55% is the same as saying 55 over 100, because that's what the percent sign means. It's like we're multiplying by 1 over 100. So if I had 55 times 1 over 100, well that's equal to, that'll be 55 over 1, multiply the top, you get 55, multiply the bottom, you get 100. So 55% is simply saying 55 over 100. Now we want to convert this to a fraction. We want to actually convert it to a simplified fraction. So the very first thing we need to do is simplify wherever we can. So how many times does 5 go into the top? Well, it goes 11 times. How many times does 5 go in the bottom? Well, it goes 20 times. So that now is our simplified fraction. 11 over 20. That's simple. Now let's do another example of converting a percentage to a simplified fraction. In this case we've got 37.5%. We want to change this to a fraction, a simplified fraction. And because it's a percent, all we need to do is rewrite it 37.5. All of that is over 100, because that's what the percent sign means. It means we divide the number by 100. So now how do we do this? 37.5 over 100. Well, let's change this mixed number into an improper fraction. So you know how we do that? That's 2 times 37. 2 times 3 is 6, so that's 60. 2 times 7 is 14. 60 and 14 is going to be 74 plus 1. We've got 75 on top, over 2, because we put it over the fraction, and all of that is over 100. Okay, so we need to do a little bit more work. We've got this fraction up here. We want to turn the whole number to a simplified fraction. This at this stage is not simplified yet. So we need to get rid of this number that's on the bottom. So if we multiply the top by 2, that will cancel that 2 with this 2. So if that's like saying multiply 2 over 1, 2 over 1 there. So if we multiply the top by 2 over 1, that's like saying I've got 75 over 2 multiplied by 2 over 1. These two then can cancel, and if they cancel, we've got rid of the number that's on the bottom. But whatever we do to the top, remember, we've always got to do to the bottom. So that also has to be multiplied by 2 over 1. Now, let's keep going. Let's simplify the top. This means that this 2 will cancel with that. So that means on top now, we've got 75, and everything else is 1, and all of that is divided by 200. Because that's 100 over 1 times 2 over 1. 100 times 2 is 200, and 1 on the bottom. So now we've got a fraction. Now we have to simplify this fraction. Simplifying this fraction, well, you can see that 25 will go into both the top and the bottom. 25 will go into 75 3 times, and 25 will go in the bottom. Well, 25 will go into 100 4 times, so that means in 200 it'll go 8 times. And that's our simplified fraction. This then becomes 3 over 8. That's our answer. Okay, so here is another problem where we're asked to convert this percentage to a simplified fraction. So again, the percentage here, because it's a percent, it's like saying 18.7 divided by 100. That's what the percent sign means. And that means we've got a decimal up here. So how do I get rid of that decimal up there so I can simplify top and bottom? So what I can do is I can multiply the top by 10, because by multiplying the top by 10 I can move the decimal point one place to the right, and whatever I do to the top I've also got to do to the bottom. So now I've got 18.7 times 10 on top, which becomes 187, and on the bottom 100 times 10, which is 1000. Now I've gotten rid of the decimal point, I've got a fraction. The fraction now needs to be simplified, so I can have a simplified fraction, which is what the question's asking. And when you put this in your calculator and hit equals, if you put it in as a fraction, you'll find that you cannot simplify this any further. So this becomes our answer.